Hello friends. So in the previous video we have seen about simplification or minimization of the context-free grammar. Now let's see how to convert the given grammar into given context-free grammar into the normal form. That is, there are two types of normal form: Chomsky normal form and Greeback normal form. For this video, let's see about Chomsky normal form conversion, and in the further videos, let's discuss about Greeback normal form. So first of all, let's see the definition of the Chomsky normal form. Chomsky normal form is nothing but the CFG is said to be in the Chomsky normal form if all the productions are of the form non-terminal tends to non-terminal and non-terminal, or non-terminal tends to non-terminal, like capital A tends to capital B and C. This is in the form of Chomsky normal form, and capital A tends to small a, Chomsky normal form. Capital S tends to capital A. This is not in the Chomsky normal form, since non-terminal is tends to non-terminal, not terminal. Okay, don't confuse with the terms. Non-terminals in the sense capital K, capitals, and terminals means small case letters. Okay, remember, non-terminals are capitals and terminals are small case letters. Okay, now let's see the steps of conversion of a context-free grammar to the Chomsky normal form. First and foremost step is you have to minimize the grammar. That is, you have to simplify the grammar. That's why I have uploaded this video first. If you haven't seen this video, first watch that video to get clarity of how to minimize the grammar, or else we will discuss now in simpler way. And second step is to make all the productions in the form of non-terminal tends to non-terminal and non-terminal, or non-terminal tends to terminal. This is the second step. So let's discuss in detail with the example. So this is the given context-free grammar productions. Now we have to convert these productions into the Chomsky normal form. So first step is minimizing grammar. Minimizing context-free grammar. Minimizing context-free grammars includes three steps. One is eliminating epsilon transition, and another one is eliminating unit productions, and another one is removing useless symbols. So let's solve each and every step in detail. So the given things are S tends to A capital A, S tends to A capital A, and S tends to A capital B, and A tends to, let me spell, A, capital A and epsilon, and B tends to B, capital B, C, C tends to B. So first step is you have to eliminate epsilon transitions. Okay, so what are the epsilon transitions? A tends to epsilon is the epsilon transition here, so we have to eliminate this. So what I have said, to eliminate the epsilon transition, substitute where and all A occurs as epsilon. So first step is S tends to A, write the existing productions as it is, and in place of A you have to substitute epsilon. Substituting epsilon here will get small a, and A tends to write the existing things as it is, and epsilon is eliminated, so neglect that. And B tends to B, capital B, B, C. Since there is no A occurring here, there is no epsilon transition further, so epsilon transitions are eliminated. See, there is no epsilon in these productions, so epsilon is eliminated. So the second step, eliminating unit productions. So unit productions in the sense what I have said, non-terminal tends to single non-terminal. So in the right hand side there should be only single capital case letter. Find the productions as such. Yeah, here it comes. So this is unit productions. So to eliminate this unit productions, what I have said, in place of this non-terminal, substitute its whole production. Okay. So S tends to all the productions remains as it is, only there is change within C, right? A. B tends to B, capital B, C, and C tends to, instead of capital B, substitute these things. Okay, B, C. Fine. So see, if further if you have any unit productions like non-terminal is tends to only single non-terminal. Is there anything right here? No, it's a terminal, so no. Fine, then non-terminal unit productions are eliminated. Now the third step. Third step is eliminating useless symbols. Okay. C, B, and C. Before going to this, let me explain you about string terminations. Okay, you are starting with the production S, right? You are going to some productions A, B, or A something. So at final you have to end up with the strings with only terminals. Okay, if you have any non-terminal, means this is not the final state, or else a string cannot be derived from this grammar. Okay, fine. So this is the thing. This you have to pay attention, and you have to keep in mind that at the final step of string derivation, all the things should be non-terminals. There should not be any terminal. But see, B and C here, B and C. So B is calling C and C is calling B recursively. Okay, there are no non-terminals here. Okay, so you can't end up the string using a capital B and C. So these two are useless symbols. I am repeating once again. There are no non-terminals here, right? So if you are reaching B, it's recursively calling B again and C again. And if you see the C, it is also calling a B and C. Okay, there is no non-terminal. Like see, if there is any state like A, B, okay, A, B will be replaced with this first B. Let's B, capital B. So it will be A, B, capital B. Now let's replace with this production. A, B, 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 C. Okay, let's replace C with this production. A, B, 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 and B, capital B, C. Again, it will go back to the same step, and B will be replaced by this. So you will not terminate the string until then. At least you will get at least one non-terminal. So you can't terminate the string, right? So you will be eliminating these two, since these two are useless, and all the productions including B and C. See, this is B and C, right? B and C were eliminated, and all the productions including B and C. This production includes B, so it will be eliminated. So the only productions remaining is S tends to A, comma A tends to A tends to A, and A. Okay, fine. So this is the only term remaining pending. Sorry, in this step I think so. Yeah, eliminating epsilon productions. So you are having A right here. So you will be copying this as it is. Next, in place of A, you will be replacing epsilon. You will get A, capital A, and in place of 2A's you will substitute epsilon. Then you will be getting only A. So this will give these two extra productions. Sorry, I have missed this step. So this will be the final form of the grammar after minimizing it. So now let's convert it into Chomsky normal form. Chomsky normal form in the sense what I have said, right? Non-terminal tends to non-terminal and non-terminal, or non-terminal tends to terminal. So that's Chomsky normal form. So see this, non-terminal tends to non-terminal and non-terminal. This is one form of Chomsky normal form, or else non-terminal will tends to terminal. Okay. So we have to convert all the productions into these two forms, any of these two forms. Okay. So let's write the productions first. S tends to A, capital A, S tends to A, and A tends to A tends to A, and A tends to A. Now let's first see what and all were in already Chomsky normal form. See here, non-terminal tends to terminal. It's already in the Chomsky normal form. So you have this form. Next, non-terminal tends to terminal. It's also in the Chomsky normal form. Okay. So we have to convert these remaining three. See, S tends to A, capital A. Let's replace A with the X. S tends to X, capital A. So non-terminal tends to non-terminal and non-terminal. So it's in the form of Chomsky normal form. Next, X tends to A. Right, we have replaced the X in place of A, right? So X tends to A. So in this thing, non-terminal tends to terminal, this form. So it's in the Chomsky normal form. Next, this one, A tends to A. Fine. Okay. Let's replace this with Y. Okay. Y tends to A and A. Let's replace this A with X. We have already defined, right? So Y tends to X A. Okay. Non-terminal tends to non-terminal. It's in the Chomsky normal form. And this A tends to, this we have replaced with Y, right? Y and A. So non-terminal tends to non-terminal and non-terminal. It's in the Chomsky normal form. Next, this production. A tends to small a, capital A. So replace this X, A with X. So A tends to XA, where X tends to A. So this is in the form of non-terminal tends to non-terminal and non-terminal. So it's in the Chomsky normal form. It's non-terminal tends to terminal. It's in the Chomsky normal form. So the final productions you will get are S tends to XA. This one S tends to XA. This one. Let me write all the final productions here. S tends to XA and S tends to A. Further, A tends to YA. A tends to YA and A tends to XA. Okay, A tends to XA and A is tends to A. So you have to include this also. A tends to A, and you are using these variables, right? You have to define those variables. X tends to A and Y tends to XA. Fine. So this is the Chomsky normal form of the given context-free grammar. So we have seen one example here. Let's discuss another example in the second video. So if you have any queries, comment down below, and you will get notes in the comment section very soon. So if you have any feedbacks, or else if you are unsatisfied with any topic, you can message me. I'll reply you within the comments. Okay, thank you.